Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. The legend Professor James Smalls will be coming to Atlanta, Georgia, April 6th and April 7th with special guests Destiny Pendarvis and Tassili Ma'at. Text me now at 347-496-1022, or you can go to my Linktree at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. The one, the only Professor James Smalls, as you've seen him on Hidden Colors and all the other documentaries. You want to be there April 6th and April 7th, public and private event with Professor James Smalls.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually.
Right.
So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes. By
King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
Okay. Whew. Sorry for the delay, family. Lots going on in the life and times of Brother King Simon. So we're dealing with a lot of stuff. I think Kerry-Ann is behind the scenes. I don't know. I think she is. Yes. Hope everything is well. What's up, lady? How's everything? How's everything with you? Everything all right?
All is well. All is well.
Good. Oh, my thing is not working. Okay, that's nice to know. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Sunshine on your shirt?
Yeah, this is one of my shirts that I call "You Are the Sunshine" or the Light of the Universe. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I did this shirt probably like 7 years ago. I produced
Look, this kind of looks like a sunshine. It's a black Buddha.
Oh, okay. The Buddha looked like Bobby Hemmett. That's a Bobby Hemmett Buddha. I seen Brother Panic with one of those back in the day.
That's funny.
Little Buddha, yeah. So yeah, everything all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Everything's
good.
cool with you?
A memorial for one of my family members in New York is the 28th, but I won't be able to make it. I'll watch it on live stream.
Okay.
And that's what's going to have to be. And no, that's not the call-in number. If people want to call in, I'm going to have to switch that one. I'm going to have to do that. I got another call-in number. But and if people want to engage in the conversation, family, I will scroll the number on the bottom there. There it is. That's the number to call if you want to engage in the conversation that we're going to and of course, hold on, the conversation. So I'm kind of discombobulated right now because there's a lot going on. Exploring the powers of waves theory in energy healing and other spiritual practices. I don't know, I don't like that word theory because if it's been proven, then it's not a theory anymore. It's a theorem. You know what I'm saying? That theory is like, throws it always leads to, well, hasn't been proven. Source up. What are you talking about? Where's the peer review? So
that's like us having to say allegedly because we're not allowed to say certain things. That's kind of like what theory is.
Yeah, that's what they try to say. But they're peer reviewing it. They have scientists, and I mean Tesla even dealt with something like that, according to the scalar waves and all that stuff.
Well, gravity is still a theory. You know that, right?
Yeah, they say that's still a theory, but we still throwing things up and it's still coming down, right? So, I don't know, So, everything, Dr. African said, all of it is based on theory, especially with Europeans, always based on theories. And anything we did as African or indigenous people to all the lands was called pseudo because they didn't understand it. So
right.
It is what it is, So, just because they don't understand it, don't mean it did not exist. Don't mean that the potions that people use did not help people. And so we just got to, I guess, you just got to respect it. So how you been? How's everything out there in Canada?
Everything is great.
Canada's Canada in?
Mm-hmm.
Canada's Canada in.
Canada's Canada in. But
basically.
A couple weeks ago, like it was warm, spring jacket, just sweater, and now we're back to frigid, long winter coats, gloves.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh no, not Canada. Canada been doing that for years. Donkey years. What? I'll just say it. Just Canada. It's just Canada. That's all. Oh man, but I'm glad everything is well with you and the family and everybody else. How did that thing go out in Jamaica? Everything went well, or did you have to go still?
I have to go still. The funeral is
right. It's in April,
right? Right,
and this one here is in March. Woo, man. It is what it is. I just got to deal. We just got to deal with what's happening and these transformations that's happening. You know, and that's all about energy work too. It's all energy. It's all energy. You know,
are happening, and many more are coming down the pipeline. So the only thing we could do is just cherish the time you have with your loved ones, because nothing is forever. Everything is transitory, transitional. So we're here for a blip. A blip.
They said diamonds are forever. Don't mess up with that song, girl. That's one of my favorite songs.
Is it?
I used to love that song when I heard it on the James Bond movie.
Yeah. It's powerful.
I forgot who sang. I forgot who sang the song. But I think that was the one where Grace Jones was in. I'm trying to remember which part, which one of my cousin, you know, which one of the James Bond movies she was in. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of energy work in those things. And anytime you're dealing with scientific energy work and waves and all that, you find it in a lot of the detective movies, the military movies, because a lot of those things are exposed through the military first, before it comes to a lot of us, especially, and Germany was all about that. Germany was about that stuff. You know, that's what, you know, they was always looking for this God particle and everything, especially Hitler. Hitler and all of them people was looking for that type of stuff. They believe in the energies of the ancestors, but they wanted to abuse it. And all of it can be abused. All energy and waves can be abused. Hurt.
Absolutely. So speaking of which, why like this topic was so I wanted us to dive into this is because I've been dealing with some issues in my body and mind, my eyes. Okay. So I had another eye test today, and I'm going to have to do some more because they need to like test my brain, do some like, like it's really fascinating. And I've been struggling. I don't talk about my struggles because people look at me like, you shouldn't be struggling. It's like, I'm human. I'm human.
Oh, that's how they look at you? Really? I didn't know.
So yeah. And I've been forced to look into so many things that could be causing this issue, because when I do my eye test, my eyes are perfect. Like they're fine. They're normal. But there are signs of stars, they call it, that I have. There's a star, there's signs of swelling on a certain part of my and they don't understand. So they want to, you know, the medical industry, medical sector, they aren't that smart. They have to look into things. They're
doing the research along the way. They're learning on the way. That's how it works.
I had a doctor one time. I told her what I was struggling with. She literally pulled up Google and Googled something. And I'm like, I could have done that at home. What the hell?
You ever watch Resident Alien?
No, I watched the first one and I was like, never again. This is too
much. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's so funny. Why? Because he is learning as he's going. He Googles. He's a doctor. He became a doctor. They called him to be a doctor, and he's Googling how to fix it.
See, that's the thing. That's what I'm like. Whoa, what? So a lot of my like energy has been going all over the place. So I've been totally trying to deep dive and really get the scientific, structure of what it is that I could be struggling with. Also, calling my, government officials to figure out, can they come out and test EMS radiation? No, it's federal, so it's not local, it's federal, and they have a whole bunch of contracts that it's hush hush that they can't really come in and look because I'm only one person. And it's so frustrating. So I'm like, it's okay, fine. I'm gonna take my own health into my hands like I have been and dive deeper.
Okay. So, and what have you discovered in your deep dive? Your deep dive, yes.
So
since y'all scuba diver, go on.
All right, lad. My scuba tank on my back, my oxygen.
Exactly.
But I've discovered that I need to really clean the energetic degradation of my home. So I have, all the EMF radiation, so like the microwave that are coming off of all of the devices that we have all around us, even the lights, like we have these ring lights, they're giving off electromagnetic rays as well that are negatively affecting us.
Right. That's why I have orgone energy around me here. I always got orgone energy, and lead paint is good too. Lead paint. That's why they told us to stop using lead paint.
Yeah.
Really, lead paint.
Right. And I'm sure where you are as well, more 5G towers are going up, and they're like, that's not going to stop. They want to grid out the entire city regions that we have all over so that we can have access to Wi-Fi. But we know that's not really why. It's connectivity.
I'm happy about being in the mountain because that is that's a whole crystal.
Yes.
That's a whole quartz crystal. So right there, we got a little diffuser going on over there. I don't care what they try to throw on it. We still feel that mountain's energy. Yep. Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
And the trees. You have the trees.
We got a lot of trees there. We got
clean the environment. So my plant babies have been so helpful. But I've gone and invested in some what are these called again? Oh my gosh. King Simon.
Yeah.
Bags.
Oh, what's that?
Faraday cages. They're Faraday cages.
Oh, I know how to make I make them.
I put my cell phone in this and it goes, and you have to just
yes, you gotta call, yes.
And once it's closed, nothing. It goes off grid. It goes to SOS. Nothing can come in or out. And that is really important at nighttime, because at nighttime,
okay. Let's try it right now. Let me call you.
Okay.
Let me call you. I'm gonna see if it works. So let's be real here. Let's show them right there in front. I'm gonna call you on Signal and see what happens. You got it?
Yep.
You got the ring on and everything?
Oh, wait. Don't call me yet. Let me put the ringer on because I turned it on.
Don't turn it off. Don't put it on. Don't put it on airplane.
And I'm not endorsed for none of this. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing.
Exactly. Because I used to make those. I used to make Faraday boxes.
Oh, you have some around?
Yeah, well, I had one for my computer, but I think I threw it away on the way out because I said I'm going to make another one. Okay, go
ahead.
All right. We're going to try something now. I'm going to call her. We're going to call her. Make sure it's not ringing here. Let me see what happens. Okay, it's ringing. I'm ringing. If it goes to voicemail, can you hear it?
Nope.
I'm still calling you. Let's see if it goes to voicemail. What's up?
Keep calling. Don't hang up. I'm going to take it out.
Okay, yeah, take it out.
While you're ringing it.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Oops, I don't want to show the brand because I'm promoting.
It's all right. Throw the band. Let's see it. Is it ringing? Can you hear me?
No. So you see SOS? Now it's ringing. See?
Yeah. So yeah, that was ringing. So yes, okay. So
keep ringing. Watch, you guys.
Still ringing. Oh wow, you do it.
And now I'm gonna close it.
Close it. Stop ringing.
Wait, let's see.
It's still ringing. It just turned off. It just turned off.
It's still ringing.
It's still ringing. I guess when it's set in, when it's hard to cut it, you got to put it in the bag.
Ringing, and the phone is off on his end, so it keeps it.
I'll try to call again.
Okay.
But that's good. That's good. I'm glad that worked. Go ahead. But it did work. It wasn't ringing. I'm calling you again. You got to send me the name of that company right there. Well, give us the name. We put it in the chat. Get all that. People
okay.
We're not making no money from it, but it's all right. This is Faraday technology was invented by Michael Faraday back in the 1800s. Very good technology. Aton and a lot of these disaster preparedness gurus promoted that. And if you watch the movie State of the Union, they have a Faraday cage around Gene Hackman's office. That's called a Faraday cage.
See you guys?
Yeah, and it's not ringing. Ain't that something?
Ringing.
All right, and I'm calling him. I'm calling him. All right, let's stop the demonstration. Just give us the link unless people stop by it. So
right. So this is the name HODUFY.
So that's the name. That's a web. That's .com.
I don't know. I got this off, Amazon.
No, say it again.
HODUFY.
UFY.com.
And it comes.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Of
yes,
I think so. Look at this big one.
Yeah, they have the computer one. Yes,
yep.
That's for the computer. Yes, I got it right here.
One for a bigger computer. I have one for a tablet, and like others. You can get them for your fobs. If you get them for your fobs for your cars, that prevents the theft from being able to access your fob technology and steal your car.
Hold on, let me show the big one that I got. I got the big one up here in the front already. Yeah, so study the history of Faraday. I studied that history back in the early 90s, going into the late 90s and 2000s. So that's why I'm able to say the guy's name. Michael Faraday was the one who invented the Faraday cage.
Yeah.
Although this was something that was already did in indigenous cultures, because certain plants like the cactus plants and certain grids like the Oregon and all those energy grids, they use those quartz and also to do those type of grids. Certain dome homes are made with certain ways that they can have those certain metal enforcers that can also block certain energy. That's why that the monkey bar look.
Even foil, you guys, that's why they used to make fun of conspiracy theories. They had a foil hat on. Yep. Yeah, because it's blocking that. So,
right.
Yeah. Right. So I really, I've been deep diving, trying to protect myself. And with my computers, I have, this one is wired right now, but it's plugged in to the router. So I turned off Wi-Fi. Okay?
Really?
Yes, and it's plugged in. So I'm not doing the whole Wi-Fi. My smart TV is plugged in directly to the modem, and that's how we're rolling, because these streets, it's the electromagnetic rays are getting way more strong, and in like the topic, like dealing with wave theory and energy healing. So wave it's particles, right? That are moving in the environment that is really tiny. So we are very intuitive beings, as and we're energy beings. And our heart is such a incredible amplifier of the electric that we have within us, our vibration. And when we give that off and we interact with all the other particles that are being propagated in our environment, if we're not protecting ourselves, the negative ones that are coming at us can really, really affect us at a cellular level. So it's very wise to understand frequencies. This is a frequency. Oh, there it is. A singing bowl.
Right.
This can actually help your vibration, to clean your vibration. Having things around you that you could put in your bag, your pocket, your purse, that if you're feeling out of sorts, like tuning forks. This is 528.
Yes, I have one too. Yes.
Do you use it often?
I use it every night before I go to bed.
See?
I put it in my ear, I put it all over my body, and then I've been doing that for 10 years. I love that.
That's regulating. That's so perfect. That regulates your energy and put it back into balance while you sleep. That's perfect.
We got to bring Unc Rising Sun on here. Oh, he's a mad scientist. Him and the guy that created this was my man Lester Lovins. Lester Lovins is a pyramidologist. He breaks down all the frequencies on how the waves and all that, and how to grow plants under things like this. Unc Rising Sun just sent me this too. This beautiful magnetic grid with orgone energy in it.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh
man.
My gosh, I want that.
You can actually rub it on your body. You could put your cups, you can put your cups on top of it. You can do all this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you can rub it around your heart. All that stuff. Oh yeah, got a whole bunch of it's a nice little thing, man.
I love that.
Speak up to Unc
Look
Rising.
at you all balancing all over there. Oh my gosh.
I got magnets. I got big magnets. People don't understand magnet therapy with the symbols on it. Of course with the flower of life on it, and of course the Heru symbol.
Yes. I love that.
Orgone energy is back here. All of that is here. All of my different crystals and all kind of stuff. I got a lot of stuff.
But that's powerful because you have it near your electrical device. So it's really being your diffuser,
Yes.
And family, this is a great investment as well. Yeah. So this is an electromagnetic radiation tester. You can test this in any.
I have one. I have one too.
Do you use it?
Yeah, I've used it when I was in New York, and then when I got over here, I used to see what was going on in the walls.
Yeah.
With the walls. Yeah, I got one. Ross Ben told me to get one.
Yeah.
Ross Ben told me to get that. That's powerful because Dr. Bill used to talk about that all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's so, and that's another thing. So I had some. Do you know what are those called? Wall plug extenders. The ones, the rectangular ones that you could plug a whole bunch of things in.
Yeah.
I had some new ones that were, they had extra grounding. And when I tested them, y'all, this shows, am I holding it straight? No. This shows safe.
Mm-hmm.
I have to hold things away because they did some drops in my eyes and I'm like, I still can't see. Alert. Wow. So safe, alert, and avoid. They were this was completely red and it was on the red avoid at the bottom. All of them. And
which one is that?
I can't remember the name. I got rid of it. I got them out. Oh,
that was the name of that.
Just electromagnetic radiation tester.
Okay.
I don't know the brand. There's no brand on it. It's just one I grabbed.
Okay.
And
I understand. You said
made in China.
Chinese are doing their thing. I don't care what nobody's saying. Chinese doing their thing. Everything in here made by China. Y'all go ahead and play. And then, of course, they got the cobalt and all that from Africa. So we know what this is all happening. Why they in Africa too? Why they in the Caribbean?
I would not. I feel really strongly about this. I would not buy my gemstones and crystals from because they like to die and
from China.
Yeah.
From China. Yeah, that's what, we used to teach that at Nicholas back in the day. You got to
Yeah.
be very careful of the stones that you buy because it might be plastic, it might be dye, it might be all kind of crazy stuff.
Listen, when I started my business and was making jewelry, I fell into that by accident. I was like,
oh no, you got
so
okay.
I found a reputable distributor, and that was my connect. And they were far. They're almost 2 hours away from me. And I was like, it doesn't matter. I am going to trek it. And I had a wonderful client that would drive me sometimes. So
No,
yeah.
And what's the name of how you pronounce this website down here? Cause I keep on sending people to Kerry-Ann Ingram.
Oh, it's fine. They're connected.
Okay, so how you pronounce this website?
Key means energy.
Yeah, energy.
Of Kai.
Oh, it's Key of Kai. Okay, now I got it. Now that you explained it, I'm here saying
it's
Kyo. Yeah, I'm here saying Kyo Kai, Kyo Kai. Like I'm speaking Gypsy.
Oh, wait. Are you into sci-fi?
Of course.
Okay, did you watch The Last Airbender?
I'm just started. I ain't watched it yet. I just started it because I have the old one from back in the day that they now I'm just because it was too much energy at night before I go to bed. I just didn't feel like watching it.
You were like this in your sleep. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I know I'll be dreaming about it.
Yeah.
The next day. So it's a lot of the airbenders is good. That's airbender philosophy and teachings is very interesting.
Yeah.
So I understand. So on the topic that she chose the topic, family, exploring the powers of wave theory and energy healing and other spiritual practices. Now, if something is going on,
you all know that I'm a certified Reiki master. I've been doing this for over a decade. I think we all know how old I am, but that
you're 44.
I'm not gonna share my age, but
you said 44 before, so it's all right. You're good. It's all right. Don't worry about it. 4 plus 4 is 8. You're 8 years old.
Do you want to hear? This is so off topic, but on topic. Guess what?
What happened?
It's our 20th show.
Oh yes, it is our 20th show. Wow.
It is the anniversary of the lockdowns. I just had to throw that in there. But 20th show, yay!
Yeah. And I got a pyramid on my head. That's right. Right.
I love it. Your energy is so balanced right now.
It works. For sure. It works because of Lester Loving and Unc Rise's Son. We definitely I went on Unc Rise's Son show the other day to promote the events coming up and all that and the channel. But with Dr. Valentine, he was on there dropping his wisdom. But we need to bring Unc on here because he's the mad scientist, man. And of course, we're gonna bring him on probably. But when are you going to Jamaica? I want to make sure that you because he's gonna be with me in New York. So I want to make sure that Ma wants to come on from Dr. Sabi's wife.
Yes.
And also Mama Ella and Unc Rise's Son. I'm trying to get them all on, really.
Okay.
See which days are good for them because they it fluctuates with the days. So
yeah,
but, I think Unc can come on. Yeah, but you said you wanted Jamaica. You're gonna be in Jamaica for the 13th.
No, I'm not sure. I'll let you know. I'll double check and then let you know.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll know what's out. But yeah, family, we want to let people know that on the 27th, we got Elizabeth Hoekstra coming in. That's going to be exciting. Elizabeth Carson. Let me not disrespect. She's married now. Elizabeth Carson is going to be in it. I just used to love that name. It was like a secret agent name. Elizabeth Hoekstra. Like, one of them James Bond movies. Elizabeth Hoekstra.
Right? She has superhero physique too. Like she's in the Bond movie.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you. But there's so much going on. So with what you've learned over the years in regards to energy work, what has some of the pros and the cons that you've seen with clients and everybody else?
People when coming to me, and believing that I have a magic wand and I can somehow go, whoo, and you're healed.
Yeah.
You know, and not understanding that it's a collaboratory effort that I help to bring them to a balanced stage to accept the universal healing energy that is available to every single one of us.
Right.
So, and also like people who come with a open heart and open mind, they have the best and most, you know, profound experience and healing. It's when you come with you know, existing expectations that, or doubt is the biggest blocker, you know, that I've seen that, but not often. The majority of people, they come because they understand, or they're in a state of just, please help me, you know. I trust, I believe there's a higher power, there's something else. I may not have the words to explain what it is, but I'm coming to you because I trust you.
So you believe that there's any some of the skeptics try to come? How do skeptics deal with you? Because some people can be skeptical about certain things.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. Not necessarily skeptics, just they don't, you know, like I'm not attacking Christians. Please do not take this as an attack. It's just that when I talk about energy, some like the very
keep talking. I have to answer this call. Okay, go ahead. Keep talking.
The very like rigid versions that just believe in one way and that's it. They don't have they I guess because of the system and the indoctrination, they just did not have the option of realizing that they could think outside of the teachings and actually alchemize what they're learning and really use their own intuition to understand deeper what is in the word. So initially they can't, you know, they come with a no, or that's evil, or that's demonic, that's the devil's work, or I just don't understand, that doesn't work. And then when I explain that this is the same technique that Jesus, you know, Yeshua ben Joseph, used to heal the multitude. And I explained, you know, laying on the hands, it's literally just pulling down the universal healing energy that is available to every one of us. No one is special in that sense. Then they start to have a more, an easier way of understanding and accepting what it is that I'm bringing to them. And then my favorite thing to do, which y'all could do with me right now, I love this, so is getting people to feel their own energy, because when are you really gonna in tune and tap into your own vibratory frequency? Not very often. We're just on the go, right? In this busy society. So do this with me right now. Take your two hands, put them together, and then rub. Don't take them apart yet. Just rub, keep rubbing. And then slowly, super, super micro, slowly pull them apart. Keep pulling slowly. And then push them back slowly. And then pull it apart again, super slow. This is like snail slow, okay? And then push together, slowly. And then pull out slowly. That's what he said. I'm just joking. And then pump, tiny pumps. And jump in the chat and tell me what you feel from doing the pumps. What are you feeling? King Simon, what are they saying?
They're not saying anything yet.
Okay.
But I know I felt the energy. I know how that works. I did it for massaging and all that back in the day, but I understand where you're going with it.
So you're feeling your energy the energy that is on the outside, like the first layer, pull. Right. There's a push and pull. There's a friction. And that is the energy. And we could have gone taken the energy all the way out. Yeah. It expands. So our energy field is very funny that, in the last 4 years ago, the whole language was to say 6 feet apart. Our heart gives off energy 6 feet deep. So our heart is interacting with other hearts, so this is why it's really important for us to be in a high vibratory state when we're interacting with others, because we're influencing each other. Even animals, when we're around animals, they're influencing us and we're influencing them. That's why we have to be kind to life force, just life. Plants, we're influencing them and they're influencing us. It's a symbiotic union, it's this push and pull that we are experiencing, and that's the frequency.
That's right.
The vibration, the resonance, so yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you gave that little exercise. Exercise is important.
Yeah.
I felt somebody said, Johnny said, I felt the pulse.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll feel the pulse. And
you'll feel it.
You'll feel the pulse. Yeah. I mean, I remember with certain clients, I would just wave my hand over and they'll feel energy and they'll start shaking.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And I because my hands used to get real hot back in the day. And I used to just wave it across. And after I do a whole massage, physical massage, then I'll just wave my hand across and let you feel and, push out energy and push it and direct it out your toes and out your fingers. I used to do all of that. So, I miss massaging, it's just, I ain't got no time to be doing energy work. That energy work, boy, you got to take a lot of time. So I hire people to do it on me now. So sisters got to come. I got like two sisters that massage and do Reiki on me. And then when I go to Florida, I have my acupuncturist. She does the whole sound bowl and the whole Reiki energy around me too. So
it's powerful.
Oh yeah, it's a very powerful energy. If you
in these times, like especially because we're being inundated with all these negative frequencies that are really causing our cells to break down. Like it's deep, literal, pun intended. It's cellular deep that this is affecting us. So monitor the energy and the frequency around you in your room. Oh, in your bedroom, y'all, you should have nothing except your bed, nothing electrical, not even your cell phone. Some people are like, oh, but I need my cell phone as an alarm. No, you don't.
Put it outside the door. Put it outside the door somewhere.
Exactly. And like those old time alarm clocks, that's the best ones that have no electrical anything connected to it. Because at night, electrical devices, especially smart devices, ping back and forth to the towers. And when that does that, that disrupts your cell. And what they've found in studies is that it can cause prostate cancer in men and breast cancer in women. So that's very important. And, many of us can see the uptick of cancer cases, right? It's just the degradation of our cells.
Right. Exactly. Family, remember to please like, subscribe, comment, and share with at least 5 or more people. And, you are welcome to call in from your perspective and what you feel about what type of energy are you feeling at night when you sleep around your phones, and the difference between you sleeping around your phones and sleeping away from your phones, the difference between sleeping with your websites on, your Wi-Fi on and your Wi-Fi off. You could do those tests at home while you're going to bed. It's all right. You can turn off your Wi-Fi and you get, but the only thing, a lot of people are connecting their alarm systems to a lot of these things. So a lot of alarm systems are connected to the Ring devices. So
they need to figure out. And honestly, go old school. Get off of these systems, because these systems actually connect you to other people who have access. They can hack you easily. So go back to bolting, go back to all of that, because those, as primitive as they seem, they're safer in terms of, people having access to you and the amount of electrical.
This is a good book if they want to have no grid survival projects. Very good book if you want to have in your arsenal. I have a lot of different books like this.
Yeah.
Survival projects. They show you how to make booby traps, all kinds of stuff.
That's so cool.
I have alarms in my house. I have Ring, but if the ring cut off, I have my own little booby traps around the house. That's why I tell the owner of the house, please call me before you come to the house. Let me know that you are coming to anybody that even you can't just come to my house. I mean, the front door might be booby trap. That's just how my thought patterns.
Oh my God, that's hilarious because in my brain, all I see is somebody being strung upside down because they didn't call.
Exactly.
They wanted to surprise you. That's hilarious.
Do not try to surprise me. I got another book out here. Where's my other book on that? Because I have a whole lot of information on that stuff. And I don't play. You know, you cannot just come up on me. My children can't come up on me and surprise me. They can't come up on me and surprise me. They have to tell me that my own children they gotta tell me that they're coming. Here's another good book, Prepping Booby Traps. I don't play with this. I mean, I know what it sounds, and it's not. I'm not fanatical. I just know what I need to do around.
Sure, he's not, you guys. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just one of those people.
Exactly.
Huh?
Were you ever in the Army?
Well, remember, my father was a Marine. My son was a Marine. My uncle was a British intelligence military. I was in the Nation of Islam, but in the Nation of Islam under Dr. Khalid and Minister Farrakhan, they taught us certain things, and then you train in martial arts with different people. Of course, you get those little secrets from the little private.
In the Army yourself, like you just
never went into the Army. Never. My father wanted me to go into the Army, and I said, "Nah, I'm all right." I went to the spiritual Army instead. I went into the Nation. I went into the Ansars, and I was trained with different men and brothers and those down there. But everybody that was in there was either former military and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So yeah, but I was, and then plus I teach. I was a disaster preparedness instructor for over 20 years with Aton Edwards, Kendall's husband. Yeah. So he got a book which is also good. I always suggest this book also. Like and he gives you off-grid stuff, preparedness now, off-grid stuff. Wow. You need how to get off-grid and use certain things. Urban survival when you're in the urban areas. Yeah. You know, I mean, sometimes
we should have him on as well.
Huh? We
should have him on.
Oh, well, you know, when we bring him on, he wants to make sure his new book, Afro Prep, is ready.
Okay.
Because that's directed to melanated people. There was a time when if you wanted to keep away danger from your house, you have to take your fecal matter and rub it around the doors and the window. So the smell and the stench would keep people behind. They don't want to come to your house. Inside, it smells good. Outside, it smells different.
Right.
Those are the type of things you might do. You might have to
sleep in the house.
Huh?
The scent.
No, because you already seamed it with certain plastic and certain seaming sprays. So it's not going to get in the house unless you open the door. But we burn the incense and the sage to keep it out. But out there around the perimeter of your house, you try to keep the manure smelling a certain way. That's when it's really devastatingly prepping. That's deep prepping. A lot of people ain't ready for that type of stuff. But I just looked at my old bicycle. I'm about to turn it into a generator. So you can ride that damn thing and you'll generate electricity. That's just the mindset that I come from back in those days, and then being in Jamaica when lights used to come off, we used to know how to have our candles, fetch the water, make sure the rainwater and all that stuff. And then when there was storm, we had to do the sand barrels and we had to do the sandbags and all that stuff. This is in Jamaica. I was there with my grandfather watching him do that.
Yeah. That's how I grew up. Yeah.
Exactly. So, we used to walk in the dark when it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We used to walk in the dark. And also, he said, Professor, I have that book, Professor Griff. Yeah, Professor Griff, I just talked to him today. So Professor Griff also teaches about the bug out bag. I have a couple of them around different places. And plus you have to make sure you have secure areas of when you're going and know where you're going, especially, and making sure that your neighborhood is well informed, because you don't want to be the only one that's informed. You got to make sure everybody becomes a unit together so we can all, get through the storm if certain things go down, civil unrest and all that kind of stuff. You got to know what you're doing.
That's assuming that you and your neighbors are buddy.
Like I'm friends with the neighbors around here. He's a former army person.
Right. What if you live in an area where your neighbors and you are not cool? Like, what do they do then?
That's where you got to be very careful of exposing yourself of what you're doing around in your house, because if you can't protect your stuff, it's not your stuff. If you can't protect that Faraday cage or you can't protect it, it's not yours. It's the person that's going to come in and kill you for it. Simple as that. We used to teach it that raw. It's not yours. That's why we teach self-defense, learn how to shoot weapons, learn how to use silent weapons. Around me, you might see certain weapons. You might see books here, but around all my books, there's weapons. You just don't know that if somebody come in, I know what I got to pull to deal with it and deal with from here. So around me, there's certain weapons. In my bedroom, there's certain weapons. Along the living room route is certain weapons to get to me. You got to get to me. Because if I'm getting to you, and I never turn on the light. Never turn on the light when there's something breaking in your house. Keep it dark, because you're the only one that know your house blindfold. I know my house blindfold. I walk through my house with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
To test myself. That is real talk of when I tell you that's what we was trained to do. This is what we was trained to do. Even get on that floor crawl, that ground low crawl, and crawl quietly down the stairs. I practiced that because I know it's important in case. And plus, I'm living in Stone Mountain, where a lot of the Confederates are. They're older now, but I'm still hearing gunshots, and they're practicing. I can still hear them practicing. It's all right. I'm good as long as they practice where they're practicing. I'm practicing what I'm practicing, and I keep my bow and arrows and all of that. And it's easy to make poisons out of certain things that you have in your house, and to put it on the tip of the arrow and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Put a little garlic on it, and that will definitely hurt a wound. Or people don't know those little things, those little nuances. And I know I might have to take this video down. I don't know. I better not talk too much. But it is what it is. So, but it's when you and because she's telling you about more off-grid stuff and talking about waves and how you got to make sure, because what happens, it obstructs a lot of your mindset, your mentality too.
But in terms of waves and frequencies, so the whole idea is if you regulate your own frequencies, those people who mean to do your harm and come to rob you, they will be deterred from coming, because their frequency and your frequency are not in alliance. So there's a clash, and they won't even come to you. They'll skip over you and go somewhere else. So getting your own personal, chakra system, energetic centers in alignment will get you to oscillate, that's move, in a higher vibratory frequency.
I have something for that, but I'm gonna leave it to myself. I'm gonna shut up.
Why?
Because no, let me remember. You must pray and prepare. There's a difference. There's two. That's why.
I'm prepared. I have my butt.
Right. But but when you say that, but you remember, Kemet was a high frequency thing, and it still got invaded.
Because their egos got
No, not all the time. What the scholars say about that is that they were so spiritual, they didn't think about wartime.
No, I don't believe that. I believe
I'm saying the scholars. These are people that will study this. I'm not talking about what you just read on the line. I'm talking about what they studied.
No, this is what I feel in my bones. Because for the longest while, before I did any sort of research, learned anything about anything, I was like, we did something. There's no way. Like, how did we just fall? Like, we did something.
They allowed people in. They did allow people in. Infiltration. Right,
we're talking about the height of this, like America right now. Right. America thinks nobody can touch it because it's arrogant. It's going into places and conquering. And you know what I mean? They're like, you bow to me. And I believe most monolithics, when they get to a certain state, they become arrogant. It doesn't matter if it's spiritual or
that's not true. Let me clarify what you're saying here. At one point, it was they were so giving They allowed them to come in and mix with us. That's what happened.
That's not what
but no, you're saying that they were so arrogant. No, it wasn't arrogance.
There was a lot of wars. There was a lot of invasions. There was a lot of invasions.
Yes, Kerry got invaded 7 times. Yes, they did get invaded.
A lot of invasions, and there were different groups of humans coming in, and also the people before they got invaded, they were very strategic. See, this type of war tactic, you know, when you are not as arrogant and you come in guns blazing, I think it was the Persians. They would send their
missionaries,
the man, the male in to marry off the royals, though the pharaohs, their sisters, you know, the women that were not directly in alignment, and then they would have kids, and that's how they would sneak their way in to get to power. And
that's one way. That's one of the ways.
Long game, you know, they're in it for the long game. They're like, we can wait.
Exactly. It was a waiting game, but it wasn't me. It didn't mean that the pureness of Kemet was arrogant at all. They was really not. It was then that long game wait is like a pig in mud. They'll wait. They'll wait it out, and like they're doing here. America think they're invulnerable, but remember, they've been letting in terrorists inside America for 50 or 60 years. Every time you open those floodgates for what Reagan did and what they're doing to let a lot of the so-called immigrants come in, and they're coming in, Arabs are coming in with these Spanish people looking like they Spanish. ¿Cómo está? But they're coming in doing the same thing, thinking the same way, what they're going to do. So they've been doing that for years. Every empire definitely has fallen. But one thing that hasn't fallen is the spiritual empire. Our spiritual empire really hasn't fallen. It's just been laid dormant somewhere else. It's been laid dormant in many of us, in our bloodline.
It's
in our bloodline.
It's something that is within our soul. You can't kill that. That is not, you're not able to. We just, when it's, as you said, laying dormant until we get to an elevated state that we can afford to remember, right. Then we access things like cave drawings, you know, pyramid wall pictures, because, you know, that stands the test of time.
And look at going back to the waves, you got to look back at the pyramids and all those things that was also concentrating waves through it at certain points of time, certain frequencies that are able. I mean, even the trips that Billy and them are going on, they are meditating in those pyramids. And even Robert E. Grant was talking about that, you know, so they're meditating and finding new digs, because the more deeper you dig, the more you're going to find. You're going to find all over the world, though.
But the pyramids were used as global. I love that you said all over the world, global electrical system. So energy was free, y'all. Right now, what we're paying for energy. This is the biggest scam. You know, energy was free, and it allowed, like King Simon is saying, like the spiritual vibration was higher because they were all about the energy. But
we said indigenous people also. We already said it's all over the world. It's not just one place. It's not just Kemet, but you know, in certain parts. Matter of fact, they found pyramids in Jamaica. Go figure. You know, I just seen a whole documentary on it. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, but they're hiding a lot of stuff. I'm sure that if you dig into Haiti, you're gonna find so much. I mean, they said there's a meteorite that hit Haiti back in the day.
Haiti is the wealthiest Caribbean island.
That's what they're saying.
Mineral wealthy. So the trigonometry where they're like, it's a poor third world country. That's a lie. It's because they've made them poor while they rob them and take out the minerals, you know.
Right. Exactly. Remember, please like, subscribe, and share, family. Please like, subscribe, and share. Do not, you know, and
follow Kerry-Ann.
Yes, you got your YouTube channel's on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, Kerry-Ann at YouTube, Kerry-Ann Ingram at YouTube. Make sure you, I see it up there. You didn't put it on your Instagram, no?
Oh crap, no.
It's all right. You know, But I think people are so with the energy work that you do.
Mhm.
How is a session with you, if people decide to book a session with you, how does that work? What is the first thing that they have to be prepared for when booking something like this? What is that all about? Please explain
So
that session.
they book with me, and through the instructions that they receive, you just have to be in a quiet space where you're not disturbed, so that you can fully be in tune with your energy and my energy, so that we can co-create together. And I use singing bowls. I use the Reiki, because energy has no barriers. I really need you guys to understand that. Energy has no barriers. Hence why these electromagnetic rays can attack us from far, far, far away. And so, you know, it's just that intuitive. It's powerful. So having that access, you know, being in a quiet environment, cleansing your body before the session. So drinking a lot of water to flush yourself out, and so that you're also able to come back into your body easier when you're hydrated. And yeah, we just go. I just send the energy. The energy knows where to go in your body. This energy, it's the celestial creator energy. It knows where to go in your body to find, nuke, remove, or fix, you know, come together, bring together whatever that is out of place in your body, or dis-ease that is happening in your body.
Good. I took off the pyramid. Did I have enough for the pyramid? I'm in.
The balance, so you're good.
No, we're good. No, got the pyramid off my head right now. So
as crazy as they look, you guys, they work. Like, King Simon's laughing, but he feels better. Like, it really does, because our crown is the portal of where energy come in and out of our body. So this is why being very, 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 very conscious of who puts their hand in your head and what hair and things of that nature you put in your head is, I highly recommend that, because you are opening up your energy center literally to negative or positive energy to come in and wreak havoc or create balance within your body.
Exactly. Now, you know, this morning I taught on you are everything and everything is you. From your perspective, what does that mean to you? You are everything and everything is you. What does that mean? Because I played Neil deGrasse Tyson speaking about all of us being connected to the universe and everything.
So there's source.
Yes.
And we are an expression of source. We are. So the easiest, what I used to use to explain that is a tangerine. And we all know what a tangerine looks like. A tangerine, you peg it, right? You peel it and then you peg it, and all these pegs come apart, but it's still a part of the whole, the tangerine.
Right.
Just because this peg is over here doesn't make it suddenly a kale, a kale plant. It is still a peg of the tangerine. So that's what we are. We are sparks of the creator. Little sparks floating around, having unique experiences. So everything we see and everyone we encounter, that's us. And that like really gives you a mind shift. When you like somebody pisses you off, you're like, how dare they offend me? When you step back and you're like, wait a minute, that's myself. How can myself offend me? That version of myself in that dimension that self is living within, having that experience, is just a different version of myself. I can't blame them. I should step back and look and be like, what is that expression trying to teach me? What can I learn from that expression of myself? How can it help me grow, and how can it help me become a better human? Because that's me. I'm interconnected. When I go to a tree, the tree is not, I don't even call them trees, because I'm like, that's a name we gave it. When I see it, I say hi, like like hi. So, but they are having their own unique energetic expression here on this planet, and we are coexisting together, right? They're giving out oxygen or CO2. No, they're giving out oxygen. We're consuming the CO2 to live and alive. Right. Like it's a symbiotic relationship that we are in balance, but it is me and I am it. It's just in different forms. You know, and some people might hear that and be like,
you are everything, and everything is you. You are everything. That's a powerful song, although it's a love song. Yeah. But it's a powerful song. If I told everybody this morning, I said, look, you can turn it into a gospel song, a spiritual song. You are everything, and everything is you. And when I looked up the meaning of it, it had a whole rundown of what that can mean, even in the Big Bang Theory, of that everything is interconnected. Yeah. Everything is interconnected. When I ran down and was reading the meaning to everybody about what they're saying about it. And I didn't even finish reading the meaning. That you could Google up and you have a long list, a long armful of meanings and interpretations.
Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
Not in the way that Darwin came out with it, because even when the sperm meet the ovum, is a big bang. So it's a creation. Something's happening. So, but I don't believe it in that. That's the only. There's another methodology behind that. I can't explain it from my perspective. I can't explain it yet, and I'm not even trying to. But every time we see it happening, or what they've examined in the microscope, when the sperm meet the ovum, there is some type of bang that you will never hear. Just like a tree fall in the forest, we'll never hear that tree falling in the forest unless you're there. So that bang is another
fall. If you're not there, it doesn't fall.
You just don't know it did. I'm sure the ants and the bugs around there know.
Quantum physics?
Because I got trees that fell in the back here.
Absolutely, but as per quantum physics, you weren't there. So it's not in your reality. So it can fall. But
if it did fall
and you heard it,
it's still a ripple effect somewhere. There's a rippling effect somewhere, because if it is, because there's trees that fall, and I didn't see these trees fall over here in my backyard. I did not see them, but something happened, because right now something is growing around it. Everything is happening around it. There's a whole nother ripple effect until you walk out there in that forest and see it yourself. It's like, okay, this tree fell down. But you're right. Nobody from that perspective. No, I didn't see it, but there's evidence of it falling. There is evidence if I walk deep into this backyard, into the other people's land over there, there's a whole bunch of fallen trees all over the place. So I'm like, wow, okay. And then I see what's living inside of the trees. Another effect, another thing is a whole new societies inside the dead tree. Yeah. And then you see in the mushrooms and the mold.
The mycelium network?
Yes, I see all
that. Because the trees are also connected to that. Their roots are connected to that. And so when you guys, let's talk about grounding. When you hug a tree and you pull that energy up through you from the tree, you feel it. You literally feel it in your heart. You feel the energetic shift in your body, and you feel the wellness flooding you. It's amazing. And for those who are like me that love to go out and hug trees, we're tree huggers. We love it. You can attest to that.
I'm a tree hugger. I tree feed, and I climb trees and all kinds of stuff just to get more connected. And I'm about to climb a tree like a coconut tree in a minute. And there's no coconut trees like it. Huh? No, there's no coconut. These are all pine trees. But I want to climb, and I want to build something around like a little tree house.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I want to go a little higher so I can be able to see to the pond that the neighbors own over there. And I want to, my binoculars are coming, so I want to make sure I'm all right and know what I'm doing. And they're night vision binoculars. So
Ooh, really?
Oh yeah, I ain't playing.
I have some binoculars, but they're not beside me, but they're not as
They got some good ones on Temu. They got some good ones on Temu. That's about to come in. The Chinese people.
Yeah.
China doing their thing.
Temu is worse than Amazon. Amazon. It's worse.
What do you mean?
If I'm gonna support a degradable company, I might as well stick to the evil that I know.
Oh, the Amazon that's buying from Temu and sending it out.
No, it's bad.
Yeah, I haven't had no problems with it, to tell you the truth.
Well, you wouldn't. It's what they do. It's their the philosophy, and I don't know. And how they treat their workers and being into human rights and all that.
Is that's in China, right? But that's in China. See, but China is a different animal, to tell you the truth, with that when it comes to human, because they grew up into it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make it right.
But it's right to them. That's your perception. That's
not to them. No,
it might not be right to American Chinese.
Absolutely not. I've had interns that were directly from China. They were interning from me because they were going to my college, and they hate it. So it's not something that is accepted. The way it is just, you kind of can't get out of it.
You can't get past it. Of course, that's what I'm saying. They raised in it until you get experience. Until you experience Babylon. It's like, yo, what? I can do this instead of what I was doing there.
No, they know it's bad while they're there. It feels like prison. That's why they try to get out.
That's a communist. As a communist, right? That's communist, not a socialist. It's communist, right?
Communism. Yeah.
Communism, and they've lived under that for years and have become successful under that for years. And somebody just asked me something like this in the Uber. He said, "Why are the Chinese and the Asians and the Indians so prosperous in what they do?" I said, "That's their culture of what they do." And they've mastered that part of their culture to be able to do what they're doing as a unified force when we're not unified anymore like that.
Right, but they're good soldiers.
They are. They're very good soldiers.
But that doesn't give that they're not free. And I believe every human being deserves to be free.
But again, freedom in somebody else's culture is different to what we've been raised in over here.
I know, no, absolutely. And I'm speaking from a Chinese perspective, from the Chinese.
I understand. And it's not like I don't know Chinese too. I know Chinese people. I train martial arts with them. However, Ming the basketball player was willing to give money to China. So was Jackie Chan. We can give back money to China every movie they did. They've raised in that culture to support their own. We don't support our own. Maybe we should have some of their philosophy because we're not supporting our own to build Africa. Some of us should be willing to go build Africa or build certain indigenous places. Most of the Jamaicans over here ain't going back to Jamaica to help build that.
I know, but there's no shouldn't or should. I don't believe there is a should. We're all here on this planet, having our individual, back to Sparks, we are all self, right? But we're all having individual expressions and experiences. So there isn't a shouldn't. There is just how we coexist with each other, how we love on each other, and how we take care of each other. So as long as that's in balance and that is in high order, who gives a shit? There's no should, I believe, from, but there's a lot of things that are happening to ourselves by others that is not in balance with our elevation.
Because maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe it's not supposed. Maybe they came through for just that. It's a universal. Everything. The universe is just. It's going to have its own balance, and wherever you're supposed to be in this part of the world. But I know a sister that prays that she reincarnates as a Gaia woman. She wants to be a Geisha woman, a Geisha girl.
Yeah.
Be a Geisha girl.
Yeah.
Okay. But that was the higher ups of China compared to the lower standards of China. Why not be in the lower standards of China? Now we've been in the ghettos of Jamaica and we've come to America and Toronto. And we've seen the difference where people have left.
I'm not. I don't know.
Excuse me. You never.
That terrifies me. I've been to once in my adult, and I was terrified.
I was quick to dash with Jamaica.
No, I was not. That don't dash with Jamaica. The Jamaican ghettos are no joke. I've been there. No, I was raised in the bush with the animals. We had no electricity. And not in the
you see what you just said? How the difference between Jamaica ghetto no joke compared to the bush. When you're there in the bush, different people. Some of us had to go to one school in the country to sit down and learn. Where them, it's different. Them learn right there in our tenement yard. So there's a difference here. And
absolutely,
when we come down to from the mountaintops, we see the difference.
I don't have no street smarts when it comes to ghetto.
Everybody start laughing at you. I never.
You drop me in a ghetto in Jamaica, I'm like, take me now. I'm not gonna survive.
Terrible. She never. Oh my God.
And I'm not. I hope no one sees it as shade. I'm not giving shade. I just would not survive.
I love them all. I love I'm in the rich part. I'm a bit of the ghetto part.
Absolutely.
You don't understand.
I wouldn't survive. I would start crying. I would just be like, here is everything.
Yo, you turn uptown real quick, Uptown yell. What going with you?
No uptime. I would just be like, me not understand me blind. Me have 10 million disease. Why?
I nearly died off it. Yo, keep bugging. All right. We got it. Big up to the Chinese that are doing what they're doing the other side of the world and what they're doing over here when they get over here. What they're doing in Jamaica. Oh my goodness. What they're doing in the Caribbean. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it right for them to go over there and terrorize some Jamaicans and Caribbean people with their energy? No, it's not right. Because certain people, Jamaica can't even go on certain beaches anymore because of this madness.
The huge hotels like the Spaniards have come in and bought up all of our beaches that were free for us to enjoy and make it illegal for the Jamaicans who their ancestors died. My ancestors died to live there.
Our ancestors, thank you very much.
And they're not allowed because these companies have come in to profit off of the people. Like, that is so disgusting. I'm like, the ancestors need to be awoken and they need to wreak havoc. Period, point blank, the end.
And that's why I don't understand why Jamaicans are going over there to go against Haiti when actually Jamaica used to go and help Haiti back in the day. Some of the Jamaican military is going over there to fight with the regular people.
Do you know why? Our governments are all infiltrated.
They're setting them up. Yep.
They're all infiltrated. So the people who are chosen are not the real Jamaicans, not the proud Jamaicans. It's the people who have bought into the system. So they are freely,
and getting paid for it. Yeah. So
they will do whatever as long as there's enough dollars. So I don't.
That's going to turn back on them real quick. It's going to flip on them. Give it another 10, 20 years. It's going to flip on them real quick. Haiti will be victorious again.
And so will Jamaica, because honestly, people are talking about this eclipse and they don't understand spirituality. Do you all understand the energy that this is bringing? Okay, play with it.
Play with it. That's why I'm telling you. Most of these, they should not. And what they should go is play like they're going to fight against Haiti and really go against who they're with. Yeah, that's what they need to do. That's what really needs to do.
Channel Duty Bookman's energy.
I need a nice book on it.
Fatiman energy.
I need to find a good book on Bookman. Because a good book, but
wait. Can I? good book on Bookman.
Yeah, I'm sure you wanted to jump on that one. Right. All right. It's 10 minutes after 9. We want to.
Oh, wow.
I can't be here all night. So.
You and your sunshine and your fabulous sunshine smile.
Yeah, we here, man. Hey, long as my teeth me feel good.
Right.
After that dentist appointment there, Lord have mercy. They pull out 2 of them.
They did?
In the back. Yeah, in the back. So you can't really see because it's all in the back. So
yeah.
I'm glad. They ain't messing with nothing else. I'm not letting them do a damn thing again.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Done.
Nothing.
Nothing now go on with that, my eye teeth. And them tell me, say, I said, can I take my teeth so I can bury it? No, that's a hygiene. I said, really? That's a hygiene?
No, you should have fought and be like, that came out of my body. It's
I
mine.
should have just grabbed it. I said, girl, give me my teeth.
Before I was like wise to the truth of this, I had one wisdom tooth that was hurting.
Yeah.
And they took it out. It was the worst pain of my life because they made it like it was horrible. Yeah. That's the extraction, it broke it, like it was horrible. So
yeah,
then they're like, just take the rest out. I'm like, okay, I did.
No, I only took one out. I ain't taking the rest out. Done with that.
I didn't know until now. And
So I asked the dentist, I say, yo, if you take out my wisdom teeth, me turn dumb. How that work? Me no wise no more. How that go? She started laughing.
On 4-4.
She started laughing. What the hell? You gonna laugh at me talking about my teeth? Yeah. Oh, we had a good time, family, and man, what we got coming up next? Lord have mercy. What is next
week, Elizabeth?
And next week is the 27th already? Lord have mercy. Is the 27th already?
I know. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Next week we got Elizabeth, the recipe to elevated consciousness with Elizabeth Carson. Yeah. And then we're going to try to get Billy on here too 1 week. For April, we're going to try to get Billy on here. So we need to talk to Billy. Billy always will come on as long as I let him know ahead of time. We set that up. We need to get Billy on here. I'm going to deal with Nuri Muhammad. I think he can't come on Wednesday. He can come on Sundays. Wesley Muhammad might be able to come, but he's talking about the Anunnaki and all the black gods of it. That should be interesting because there's a lot, he has a lot of bibliography, a lot of documented proof that is black men that they've seen. There's also an old video that a white man seen a tall black man coming off a spaceship. It's a whole account of all of this. So, I mean, they got and they're going back into documents of USA documents. Of course, Cooper, what's his name that wrote that Pale Horse book?
Oh, yes. William Cooper.
William Cooper, him. And
that book is amazing.
That book and the other book there, Pawns in the Game. That's a good book, Pawns in the Game. That was a very good book. Also by what's his name again? I forgot his name. I had so many books. I Dr. Phil was talking about that the other day, and Dr. Phil Valentine definitely wants to come back on. His wife wants to come on.
Yes.
To make sure, because after surviving what she survived, and she definitely wants to get back into talking to what she went through.
Yes.
And so. My dear, man, this has been a laughing, fun, informative.
I know. It's like an everythingness.
Went up and down. It was a roller coaster. Thank you all for coming and enjoying us.
Love you, family. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you.
Love you. And y'all make sure y'all support sister. She got the Reiki thing, distant Reiki she's doing. Let me put a thing. Of course, she's doing some consultations over the phone. Let me take that off the front there. Hold on. Let me take that off. Buy one, get. You still got this going on, or you got to change it?
Yep, that's always there for our Healing Vybez family.
Okay, great. So for the Healing Vybez family, you buy one, get one 40% off. Text that 226. That's a Canadian number?
Yep.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I never even knew that. It looks like something familiar. But 226 number there, 226. Make sure you support our sister. And remember, she also have her Reiki, distant Reiki healing. Now, do you lay them down in the bed while you're doing it through Zoom and all that?
Yeah. They're comfy in their bedroom. No distractions. So your kids are not there. Your husband's not there. Your dog's not there.
Please get the dog out of there.
Yeah. Cats, as long as they're quiet, as long as you're able to be still and feel in the energy, because things come up in your body, right? Energetic flushing out, or you're waking up dormant energy that we have to deal with. So you want to make sure that you're able to tune into self and feel these, and we talk through it so we can have an understanding of what is happening, so you don't get freaked out, because sometimes people will cry uncontrollably, laugh uncontrollably, and they get freaked out because they're like, what is happening? They'll feel the, their body vibrating or tingling, the heat, the cool, and you want to be able to talk about it. You also want to be able to explore what is happening.
Right. So make sure you go to our website, kerryanningram.com, and of course, Kai of I've been saying key of Kaya, right? Kaya, right? Kai of Kai. Key of Kai. That sounds like a television show or something. keyofkai.com. And make sure you get her healing jewelry also. Make sure you support that. Family, darling, thank you very much. I'm gonna just close out with everything else, and thank you very much. I'll see you next week, and you be safe out there in Toronto, Canada.
You too. Have a wonderful evening.
Yes, my dear. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Love you. All right.
Love you too. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
We got a big up Kerry-Ann. She's doing her thing. Give her a round of applause. Remember, this coming Sunday, we got Jackie Braden, which is a good friend of Elizabeth and Billy Carson. She's going to be on to express financial services, life and health broker, and also how to deal with mortgages and all that kind of stuff. And of course, Elizabeth Huckster will be here on the 27th of March. And then remember, in April, get your tickets. Don't waste it. It's going to go up more at the door. So this is right. You get your early bird tickets before February 6th. Get those tickets. And you could go to my Linktree /King Simon the Numerovator. It's in the description. It's pinned to the top of this. Also, remember, we got a no holds bar. You can pay for both tickets on my Linktree. You can pay for both tickets if you want to be at both of them. Both of them are going to be exciting. The first one is going to have Blue Pill, Red Pill, Destiny Pundarvis, and Tassili Not Ma'at. And the only Brother Rich will be there, and everybody else will be there. But the private one, Professor Smalls, and just us. We're going to be questioning him and giving him all kinds of questioning. And so make sure you write down all your questions before you come to the private symposium, because he's going to answer all the questions in the people in the audience and really talk to us about what's going on as far as dealing with spirituality on that level. And if you can't make it, we do have a live stream. And the live stream link is, you can pay for it. Live stream link until April 1st is $22.22. And then it's going to be $33.33 on April 1st. So you got until March 31st to get those early bird live stream tickets, and then it's going to go up to $33.33. And in New York, go to my Linktree also. Go to my Linktree if you want to see us in New York. Ma Bowman, myself, Unc Rising Sun, Mama Ella. We're going to be at Nicholas on the 13th, and the link to the tickets are on my Linktree also. So you can definitely go to my Linktree live and direct for the tickets to get all the tickets to everything that we're doing. All right, let me put that right now. Here it is. You can go to my Linktree for those tickets. You could also go to my Linktree for these tickets also. Go to my Linktree to see myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, and Adara Moselle. She's going to be there also. Let me make sure it's scrolling on the bottom. Yeah, so if you want tickets to see all of us in New York City, Brooklyn, New York, 2 days, April 13th and April 14th, make sure you do that. And then 2 weeks later, they're going to have Rizza Islam. Don't go to my Linktree for that. No, don't go for my Linktree. You got to go straight to Nicholas for that. But Rizza Islam, that's April 27th and April 28th. Make sure you check them out. Rizza Islam. Go to Eventbrite, Rizza Islam at Spiritual Legacies with Kafunya, Sister Kafunya, and Sister Monique. And remember, my son got a nice recording studio. Go and support the brother and his team. And of course, we just gave you Kai and everything that's going on with Kerry-Ann. Remember, Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you hit Lloyd Strayhorn right here and right now. Hit him up at lloyd-strayhorn.com. If you do want to book a session with me, my list is into April right now. My list is in April right now. So if you be patient, book a session. But if you want to skip my list, you got to pay an extra $100 if you want to skip my list. I do allow people to skip the list, but you have to pay an extra. And it's still going to be the same 30 minutes, but you're just paying an extra on top of what you paid. So I'm just letting you know that if you want to get on the VIP list and skip the list, then you have to, after you text me and all of that kind of stuff, I'll let you know what's the deal. And you can get all my books through Amazon and Kindle, or you can go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. The audiobook is getting edited, so we're getting ready to do that and release that, the raw version and then the mixed version. That's going to be powerful. And then, of course, my new children's book is about to come out. All right, so look out for that also. Big up to Dr. B. Sirius. I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection. I am thankful for my life. And the one, the only Dr. Blair used to say this: please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love in your love now. All right, family, thank you very much for being a part of the journey. Thank y'all very much for allowing myself and Kerry-Ann Ingram to come in and do what we do. And see y'all next Wednesday, but I will see y'all within the week anyway. And Sunday, definitely we're going to see y'all on Sunday. So have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Be safe, be great, and be focused, and be willing to stay healing now and keep those healing vibes. Take care. One love. Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. The legend Professor James Smalls will be coming to Atlanta, Georgia, April 6th and April 7th with special guests Destiny Pendarvis and Tassili Ma'at. Text me now at 347-496-1022, or you can go to my Linktree at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. The one, the only Professor James Smalls, as you've seen him on Hidden Colors and all the other documentaries. You want to be there April 6th and April 7th, public and private event with Professor James Smalls.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. That's right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes. By
King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
Eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one us. This is Professor Imhotep, the Island Monk, here at Warrior Kido Jiu-Jitsu, Way of the Warrior Spirit. So we're here to go over the rules and try to make that as swift as possible for you guys. So the rules essentially are very few. Number 1 is to follow us on TikTok at the Island Monk, or if you have Instagram, you can follow us at Warrior Temple Island University, or if you really love us and want to show us support, you can follow us at both. You're going to find the Kata Shodachi, and you're either going to duet us on TikTok or collab with us on Instagram and win 10 tickets for every additional video you do beyond that. So as we say with all the warriors, eye to eye, heart to heart, each one teach one, us.
It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and get my books on Amazon now.